One thing's for sure, it's been action-packed in the first 10 overs. No matter which side you support, or if you're just a neutral sitting back and watching these two teams go for it, there's been plenty to talk about. Just to remind you, after all the action, 68 for 3 after 10. The runs look a little flattering thanks to the 10th over from Umran Malik. Rahul's looking solid, but still not scoring at the kind of strike rate we're used to. And Deepak Hooda has just picked up an uppercut for 6 of Umran Malik, but they were certainly in trouble early on in the power play. Well, Lucknow. At the very start of the show, we talked about wickets in the power play, Joy. So round one to Hyderabad, 3 wickets inside that power play, and certainly the move to bowl Washington Sundar, like we've seen him in the past.
No, I think it was brilliant. And see, one of the things is that it's interesting. They know that, Washington Sundar is a very tall man for a spinner. Gets a lot of bounce. This pitch has bounced. They played it. And one of the things they did was the way they targeted Evan Lewis. Of course, Evan Lewis didn't help his cause, but keep trying to sweep him every time and got him the third time. But that spell from Washington Sundar. And here's a captain on the ball. Here's why you need a great on-field captain. He went for that third over with Washington Sundar. A lot of captains would not have gone for third order over because the coach's instructions would have been give him 2 up front. But when you have an international captain out there, he can take that call online. And I think till that 9th over, till they had to bring in Umran Malik at some time, till then they had the game way under control.
But I don't think even the guys from the ground staff who clean the pitch before the game starts would have swept as much in the 22 yards as Evan Lewis did.
I don't know what he was trying. I mean, you miss it the first time and you know that you're not getting it because of the bounce. Then you try the second time, you get it again 3 times. He finally got out on the third time. And that's the point that for a batsman who's an international player, he should be smart enough to be able to change that. And that was, that and even Manish Pandey, the shot he played was a nothing shot. He'd already got runs that over. Both those dismissals, the coach and Gautam will talk to them after and said, you guys are senior international players. Even Ayush Badoni does this. We can understand that you can't be making mistakes like this.
If you think about it, obviously Umran Malik has had shown some searing pace, but has gone for a few boundaries with the pace being used. Bhuvaneshwar good up front. Washington Sundar was effective, but Romario Shepherd really didn't threaten as such in terms of coming into bowl, and yet Manish Pandey just didn't hold on. He played the kind of shot you said would be his release shot, and then he gets out for a soft dismissal.
Absolutely. Charges on the pitch, then suddenly realizes the ball is not up to his length, but finally tries to go through the shot again. Very interesting, because at this point in time, by getting one, they basically need between Somad and Romario Shepherd, they need to get 4 overs out. And that, of course, is dependent on the fact that somebody like Umran Malik will give them all 4. But those are the kind of things they look at. And if Romario, for example, sneaks in a couple more and they manage to get something, then they might just bring back Abdul Samad, because at this point in time, I think KL Rahul is comfortable with pace and he's always been at the top of his game. And Deepak Hooda is also looking set. They need to break this partnership. This is the first threatening partnership. They need to break it fast.
But at least for to give them credit, they've chosen the team with enough bowling options. Kane Williamson's a wily customer, so he will know by now what his rough plans are towards the end. They focused on young Ayush Badoni sitting in the dugout. He's been told by Gautam Gambhir, don't play the bowler, play the ball. Be interesting if he does walk out there at some point and Umran Malik comes in. We saw he was able to handle Lockie Ferguson. That might be an interesting potential battle.
Absolutely. I think Umran Malik will be deadliest against players who are not top quality international batsmen, because 148, 150, 152, that's searing pace. That's not going to be easy for anyone. He just needs to get a couple of unplayable balls in there. And that one in swinging Yorker at 148, it required a batsman of the class of Rahul to keep it out. And you're not going to see that often.
Yeah, and again, we talk about the depth. Just as we talk, he's brought Romario Shepherd back in, and again, he's looked relatively ordinary. Deepak Hooda has just smashed him for a huge 6. So again, like Manish Pandey, hopefully KL Rahul at the other end will tell him, look, good shot, but try and get through this over and still keep me company in the next over.
Absolutely. I think they have a partnership here. It's crossed 50 with that shot. And I think this is the danger partnership. if you are looking, this is the time Kane Williamson he shouldn't be trying to sneak out an over. He should be trying to get a wicket. This is a dangerous partnership.
Final one, I'll throw at you. We had our few predictions. We've got a pretty long window. You were low balling as usual. Do you reckon that they could still get up to the kind of score that you've predicted? And if so, will that be enough?
No, I think they'll cross. I think they're going to be closer to your territory. You're somewhere in the mid 170s. I think they'll get to 170 because they have the batting. They have Ayush Budhoni there. They have Jason Holder waiting. Jason Holder can hit the long ball. And it's all because Romario Shepherd, Abdul Samad, and Malik have gone for runs. They'll be scrambling between these three to figure out how to get out those 8 overs.
Yeah, let's add Krunal Pandya to the mix over there, and you have enough in the hut to come. Jason Holder playing his first game against a team that he spent so much time with. So that should be another interesting matchup. We'll keep an eye on all that, and we'll bring you the analysis at the end of the innings. For now, from Joy Bhattacharjya and myself, that's all on Cricbuzz Comm Box.